Yo, Kpaceguy here. Hey, so Spedal has sent out a really cool device here. This is not only the capability of having Android Auto and having Apple CarPlay, but it's also a dash cam. I think that's really neat. I've seen it kind of in like those rearview mirrors that are also dash cams and whatever. This is really cool. And it's well under $100. There will be a link down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for sending these out to me for review. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this open, and I've already kind of played around with it. First and foremost, I like the packaging. That's super cool. But inside here, what you have is your little screen, right? So this is what's gonna give you the Apple CarPlay Android Auto. You can Bluetooth it, or you can Bluetooth to it. That's how you're gonna get your wireless Apple CarPlay Android Auto. You can also talk to it. It has a microphone in there, so you can speak your commands. Hey Siri, do this, whatever you wanna do, right? Hey Google, or whatever it is, right? So you have some really cool features with this. You do have a micro SD card that comes with this so that you can go ahead and start using your dash cam, which is on the back here. This is the camera that it uses, and it's rated to be a 2.5K resolution. So really clear resolution, should be good not only in daytime and nighttime and from afar or nearby. So really nice, I do like that. Now, how do you get the audio from here to your car? Well, just like you may have been used to, there's a speaker on the back. Don't recommend using it, but there's a speaker on the back. But you can also plug up, if you have an auxiliary in, an AV in your car, you can plug up a headphone jack to this and into your auxiliary cord and play your audio out through your speakers, which is the way that I recommend using this, because that allows you to still control the volume. If you want to, you can do it the old style way through the FM transmitter, where you can set a station here, tune your station on your radio, and then play it through there, but that won't give you the best sound quality. So I'd recommend using auxiliary in and using that cord that they provide you to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open some more of these accessories here, because you may wanna know how you mount it. So in this box here, oh, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Let me grab that. So in this box, you get a couple different ways to mount it. So you have some sticky pads here. Looks like a little suction cup pad. So you can put this on your window and have it up high off to the left. You can clamp it onto your dashboard, and then the camera goes through the hole, the ring here. So there's a couple different options for mounting. And then they give you that 3.5mm headphone jack, really long, so you can route your wires cleanly. And then your power source is your cigarette lighter, if you guys have one. Not only does it provide power to your dash cam / Apple CarPlay device, but it also has a couple more, some USB Type-C and USB inputs and outputs there, so you can still charge other devices besides this. Now, this does take USB Type-C as its power source. That's what this is here. So you can take an existing charger you have and use that instead. So in case you don't have a cigarette lighter to plug this up to, you can use a USB Type-C plug and plug it in that way, which is really nice for cars that no longer have cigarette lighters, or they're in a really weird spot where you can't really route your cables cleanly, or maybe it's not long enough. And then inside here is your micro SD, which is actually already inside this. Like I said, I've already played with it. So I actually have a portable charger here that has car outlets. I'm gonna plug it up so you guys can see the screen. So here is the device completely hooked up. This is what it's gonna look like inside your car when you have it set up. This is the home screen. And you do have different options in here. Settings, you can change the brightness of it, have it on auto brightness. But your main thing is the Apple CarPlay Android Auto. This is Android Auto that I have hooked up to it. My phone's already paired, so it found my phone and it Bluetooth. I'm gonna try to find the pause button because it is playing some music. There we go. So this is Android Auto. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't show you Apple CarPlay, but same thing basically. And so you have a really nice system here. I have navigation pulled up, whatever I wanna use. I can play my music. I can go back to the home screen, whatever I want to do here. So I'm going to go back to the home screen and show you guys the resolution of the camera when you're in the dash cam mode, which is really easy to switch to. There is a camera button. I just turned the screen off. There's a camera button down below there. You can press that camera button and it brings you now to the dash cam mode, which is always recording if you want it to. So you guys, if I can get the focus, you guys can see the image quality is actually pretty good. Obviously you guys see me through that. And this is the image quality of the screen here. So I think the screen itself is 1080p or maybe just around there, maybe 720, but the camera's resolution is 2.5K. So I can record my dash cam right now. Now it's recording and everything. Actually, I just stopped it, but it records even when you're on Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So when you're driving, you're always recording what's in front of you, which is the purpose of the dash cam. So you wanna make sure when you hook this up that you point it in a good spot so you can see what's in front. So you guys be able to see that this is the video of it recording me. That's what we just recorded. If I can get it to focus on it, that's what we just recorded on the dash cam, and it's a really good resolution. Again, there is a microphone on this, so it does pick up audio. So if you get in an accident, if you hit something, you need proof of something, it does record the time, it does record the date, and it records the voices outside, inside the car, whatever it can pick up. There is a microphone on here that hears everything, so it's really nice if you need to use this as proof of an accident not being your fault, whatever the case is. So it's a really nice peace of mind, and it gives you Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is industry standard now. So if your car doesn't have it, it's really nice to have. So overall, this is a really solid product. The screen resolution is really good. It's about 5 inches, so it's not there to distract you, but it is nice to give you Apple CarPlay, Android Auto if you don't have it, or maybe your car doesn't have navigation, you want to use navigation, it's here. But I like the fact that it doubles as a dash cam, a good one at that, so that you guys can see what's in front of you, record it, have a peace of mind. They give you a 64 megabyte a micro SD card so that you can record a lot, and it saves it for a while. It'll keep it in its storage so that you can, you know, retract it, use it for whatever. So really simple device to use. One little thing that I recommend if you're gonna buy something like this is to go on Amazon, and you can buy a little kit that allows you to have this wire plug up to your battery instead of your cigarette outlet, because a lot of cars, like mine for example, when you turn off the car, the cigarette lighter dies with it. It doesn't provide power to the cigarette lighter, meaning this turns off every single time the car goes off. And the problem with that is that, one, if you set the date and the time, it always goes back to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m., whatever date it wants to select. So it's never the correct date. Could be a problem if you're trying to use the video footage for something important. Also, it's important because if you do park your car and you turn it off and you park outside or a parking garage or a apartment complex, you want this to be able to record when you're not in the car. So you need some kind of constant power source, and there are kits that you can use that will wire into your battery or existing accessory wire so that you can have constant power going to this so that you can leave it running when you're not in the car. There is a power button here so you can turn off the screen and let this run in the background while you're not in your car. So I do recommend looking for that kit. Would be cool if they included that in this as an option, but for like $70 or less, I can't complain. This is a really nice device that allows you to have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which again is industry standard. Everybody wants it now. And it's a really high quality dash cam. You can even plug a second camera to it and put one as a rear camera so that if you don't have a reverse camera, you can use a reverse camera on this as well. So a lot of really cool features. I'm gonna leave this down below in the description box because I think it's one of the coolest and most useful features or useful dash cams that you can get right now. And again, thank you to Spedal for sending this out to me for review. I definitely have some people that I'm gonna give this to because I have some friends at work who don't have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, who also don't have navigation, and they don't even have a backup camera. So those older cars can use this. I'm gonna give it to them because I have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in my Lexus. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, check the description box for your own, and we'll see you in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.